Take a moment and relax. Work from the top down. Relax your face. Relax your shoulders. Relax your hip joints onto your legs. Relax your legs onto your feet. Relax your feet onto the earth. Get that whole thing nice, relaxed from the top down, all the way down to the earth, keeping only as much muscle action as is necessary to stand up. Take a long, slow, deep breath. And then gather. Breathe in. Breathe out. Do it again. One more time. Allow your chin to float down to your chest. Gently rock your ear over to your shoulder. Down to center. Breathe in. Breathe out. One more time on each side. Float your head up, take your arms, wrap them around your waist. Give yourself a really nice twist. Breathe in, back to center. Twist the other way. One more time. Bring yourself back to center, hands on your hips. Nice, generous hip circles. Other direction. Put one foot in front, let that arm just relax. Roll that shoulder. Not too fast. You want to breathe. And you want the breath to be in charge of the motion. So as long, slow, deeply as you can breathe, that's how fast the shoulder should be moving. It's not synchronized swimming. You don't have to move with me. You should move with your breath. And then the other direction. And switch feet, switch shoulders. And then the other direction. And then both feet under your hips, hands about as wide as a basketball. Let them float to the left. And then gently float up and float to the right. Moving up, you can make as many left and right travels as you wish. There's no specific number that's important. When you get to the top, you float down and then repeat. You can breathe anywhere you want on this one, as long as you are breathing. Do not hold your breath. It's called traveling up the mountain path. Mm. Now, sink your hands down, put one foot in front, throw your hands up in very generous circles. This is one of the few Tai Chi moves or Qigong moves where we like to rock on our feet. So rock up on your back foot toes, rock back on your front foot heel. Switch feet, we'll do a few more. This one goes by seeking the princess on top of the mountain. And then feet back into your hips, and we reverse that. We start at the top, and we wander down the mountain trail. Don't be in a hurry. Remember to breathe. And then one foot in front again, this time the arms circle over the top and dive down. Should be open as they circle back, your hands. And dive. Now on this one, you don't want to rock up on our back toes. It makes us a little too forward heavy. We don't want to risk losing our balance. You can rock on the front foot if you want, as long as you're safe doing it. We're bending over fairly strongly, so we have to make sure we keep our balance firmly centered. Switch feet. Our center of gravity safe between our feet. One more time. Feet under your hips. Gather. Twice. Lift up. Sink down. Hug the big tree. The white crane spreads her wings. Hold the ball right in front of your chest. Right toes forward. Left hand up, right hand down. Let's switch feet each time. So right foot back, left toes forward. The white crane spreads her wings. Breathe in. Breathe out. Now, if you have the room, wherever you're following along, instead of dancing in place, take a gentle step forward. Breathe in. Breathe out. One more time. Moving back. Lifting up the front toes as you spread your wings. Let's do that again. So if you're standing in place, you're still moving. If you're moving forward and back, take a few more steps. One more time. And stepping back. One more. Feet under your hips. Gather twice. Lift and settle. Hug a big tree. Now we're going to go back to the white crane. White crane. Right toes forward. Now we're going to add needle to the bottom of the C. And the hand floats back up. And then we switch feet. So spread your wings. So then dive deep into the sea. And again. Breathe in, breathe out, breathe in, breathe out. You have the room to move forward. One more time. And then gently moving back where we came from. And then feet back under your hips. Gather. Now take both hands, float them up over the top. And then as they come down, fingers and palms. So it kind of almost looks like you're separating something big and strong. Here. Now, take your right foot. As you open your hands, twist and sink your weight into your back foot. So back to the center. Open. Twist and sink your weight into your back foot. One more time. Switch feet. Over the top. They open up facing off to my right, but then I twist and sink into that back leg. And before you ask, the answer is only as deeply as feels good. I know if you watch a move like this on YouTube or such, besides me that is, you may see people sinking so deeply that their butt almost touches the floor. Well, that's okay if you can do that and not hurt yourself. But most people who do that are mutants. They're not normal human beings. Us normal people only sink down so far until the knee doesn't creak. One more time on this side. One more set on the other side. This, by the way, is called the blue dragon dives into the sea. One more time. Feet under your hips, gather. Gather twice. Now, both hands float over the top. Right toes forward. Right fingers float up, just a little over your head. Left hand gently finding the forearm with just the fingertips. This is called the blue dragon rises from the sea. And this can have, if it's okay with your knees, a little bit of a down and then up. Only do that so far as feels good. Certainly don't hurt anything. Don't even strain anything. Breathe in. Breathe out. Now, this is one. It's easy to take a few steps forward for most of us. These little empty stances are really good. You can take like 3 or 4 steps, even in a fairly small space. One more, I think. And then moving back. Gather twice. Now, take your right hand across your face, take your left hand back. It's going to come over the top, and then it's going to gently come down and rest right on the back of your right hand. And then left hand across your face, right hand over the top, and it comes down and gently floats. Now the feet match the falling hand. It's not like needle. It's opposite actually. So left hand, left toes, circle. Right hand coming over and settling down, right toes forward. This is called the dragonfly lands on the water. Breathe in. Breathe out. Again, since just the toes are coming forward, it's a very small step. You have room, perhaps, I do, I hope you do, to move just a little bit. Small steps forward. Breathe in. Breathe out. And then stepping back. One more time. Let's do a couple more. Just staying here in place. Right toes. Left toes. One more time each side. Feet under your hips, gather. Now take your right foot forward. If you just bring up your right arm, kind of like a ward off feel, but then you make a big wave. As the wave floats down, right foot back. As it finishes floating down, left foot forward. Breathe in. Breathe out. Wild horse chases the wind. Once more on each side. Gather twice. Now take both hands over to your left. You're going to make this big sweep, about horizontal, more or less. And they're both going to come in together. And then the right hand, left hand, and they kind of push out together, gently opening up in the process. And then sweep. Both hands come together into your heart, and they both push, one on top of the other. Sweep. Now, right foot forward. Right hand will be on the bottom. Sweep, left foot. Left hand will be on the bottom. This is called pushing the boat with the current. Why it isn't oaring the boat or rowing the boat, I don't know. Now, if you want, you can add a little bit of rocking into your feet. That's optional. I kind of like it, rocking back into my left foot and then forward into my right. So I get a horizontal wave and kind of a vertical wave all at the same time. Very appropriate for pushing a boat, I suppose. Oops. Let's do it one more time on each side. And feet under your hips. Gather. Now, twist your whole body to the left and take your right hand out over the top of your left hand. Looks like this. Looks a little bit like we do the white snake thing. Yeah. Except now this goes to the right, kind of waves back to the left, and then all the way twisting as far as you can to the right before you let the right hand go out over the top. Floats back, twists, and extend. Has nothing to do with snakes. It's called listening to the wind. And you notice not just the arm going across, the whole body's engaged in that nice big wavy feeling. Once more in each direction. Gather. Now take your right foot forward. Take both hands. You can fold forward here as far as you want. It's up to you. And then you're going to lift the hands up. As you lift the hands up, you're going to come up on your right toes. You're going to shift back and then back forward. Got the idea? So scoop, up, back, and forward. One more time with this foot. Switch feet. This is called the child plays in the water. One more time. Feet under your hips, gather. Now circle both hands down. You're going to bring, this is the hand position. It looks like single bip, but they're very close to the body. Right feet forward. They float up. They kind of open up and float back down. Let's do it again. Let's not move the feet. Get the hands. Floating up. That's that single whip bookie feel. And then float down. Switch. Move to with the left foot forward. Breathe in. Breathe out. Again. Now, traditionally, this isn't done with really big circles. Could be. Oh, big giant circle. Some with a little smaller circle. It's called the white cranes dance on the water. Once more on each side. Gather. Now, take your left hand, make a fist, palm up. Take your right hand, make a fist right at your elbow, and then let them float across. Should be twisting the body here. Let them roll around and trade places. Right hand up, left hand down. I'm going to take little motions to my right. Left foot when the right hand floats up. Right foot when the left hand floats up. This is called storm clouds or thunder clouds. One more time, going to the right. Now don't move the feet, we'll go back to the left. Breathe in as the hands float up and down. Out as they float across. One more time. Don't move the feet. We'll head back to the center. Left foot. Right. One more. Gather twice. Left inside, I'll hug that big tree. Now, right hand over by your left side of your face, both hands, cloud hands, or waving hands like clouds. Left foot. Right foot. One more. Don't move the feet. We'll just head back to the left. One more time. Couple steps back to the right, so I get myself back in the center. Let that left hand float down. Gather one time. Now as the hands come down, let the knees sink and let the hands settle down right beside your legs. Lift the knees as you float the hands. This is water breathing. The element of fluidity and adaptability. And then let the hands settle down without sinking the knees, about as high as your hip bones, and take 3 nice earth breaths. Centering, calming. One more time. Let the hands gently fold over that space just a little bit below your belly button. And take one more nice, long, slow, deep breath. And go make a nice day.